Life path number 11. Okay, so everybody's been saying that they really wanted me to do the master numbers for life path. So this is for the master number 11 and also Libra and also 2. But we'll do them all the same. So I'm picking up settlement. That I need to settle the settlement. Some of you are settling in court or settling down. Okay, I think the energy is calm down. I'm hearing calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. So there's going to be some sort of news of someone that could well be frantic. Now they're saying, or francine, or front. Someone could be putting on a front, saying. I keep picking up that someone's saying things, but they're putting on a front. Okay, something is at the front of the house, on the front of the house, like a reef. I'm picking up like grief, like someone could have lost someone here, and there's like a reef, or this could be Christmas. But I'm picking up. Reef, also a band from a long time ago is what I'm picking up. Reef, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up. There's something about putting your hands up, but that could be anything to do with anything legal or illegal, because I'm hearing put your hands up. Put your hands up. Oh wow, that is sorry, even that song took me for a shock. Put your hands up. But reefer, someone could be smoking the reefer. I don't smoke the reefer. So, I don't know, because I'm picking up someone Caribbean, or the name Carrie, or carrying something. Somebody is carrying a child, or bereavement counsellor, I'm also picking up. Bereavement or reef. But they keep saying reef. Okay. Or Reese, the name Reese or Rihanna. Okay, but what else have we got for you, life path number 11? Settling, though. I'm picking up some of you are settled down, okay? Some of you, this energy is saying settle down, because I'm picking up like a settlement of, say, court, or something that you're waiting to happen, because I'm waiting for something to happen, right? Sorry if I'm kind of stuttering. I'm trying to got half these messages in my head, and it is also very early. Like a settlement of like news that comes in from court about something to do with sales, like Alexa sale. So the name Alexa, okay, or someone that has a Bolexa, a Rolex, a Rolex or a Bolex, who knows, has come out from past readings. But Alexa, drives an Alexa, or my Exa. Marks the spot, Capricorn. My Exa. Maya, also picking up Maya. Funeral pyre. There is an energy here that is to do with a hearse, is what I'm picking up, like a hearse. Hershey's Kiss or a hearse. Now, if you look back to the readings that I've done where I mentioned Hershey's Kiss, that could have been a message of hearse. And this could have something to do with around a reef and grief counselling, bereaved counsellor. So you either are a counsellor, or there is some sort of good grief energy of bereaving. Also breathing. Also, some of you hold your breath and you don't know that you hold your breath. I used to do that though. Or it's something to do with sleep apnea. But holding your breath, but probably not realising that you are. But there's this like holding your breath of this anxious news that seems to be coming up, and it's like making you or people feel very anxious. I don't know if this is anything to do with public speaking, but about publicity of a general election or something around that, being elected, and some sort of like shocking news that comes in for everybody, something that you least expected. Well, that's normally around an election. Something that I least expect is going to happen around leasing and also letting, which would be around mortgages, okay, and leasing out properties and the value of property going down. The value of property. So you could be coming up against a, what do you call it? When property value goes down. It was, sorry, I'm forgetting the word. A recession. Wow, sorry, it's right on the tip of my tongue and it will take me ages. Recession. They're saying something about a recession. A arrest. Wow. Arrested Development. So that's obviously a band, but something to do with around arrested, but there's going to be a development in this. Some of you, this is a court case and it's getting mixed messages from the people that could be dealing with anything court and legal and all that kind of thing and waiting for the news to come in. But they're saying that there's going to be a development in that. Now, something here is to do with around development properties, like the value of a property, like having it, having something. I mean, it doesn't have to be a property because they're saying that it could be items of things, of having them valued. Like someone has quite a lot of things, and they're having these things or a house valued, right? Valued. Because I'm hearing also vowels as well. Valerie, or vows, or sows. Also Sally, or sows. Sales marketing. Like Alexa Sale or Sale. Sally, the name Sally. Sally Ann. But I'm hearing something around like waiting for something to happen, and this anxious moment of all this news that comes in that could well be affecting people's work and jobs and the property value and marketing and doing anything online that is to do with around stock markets and things like this, like market.com marketing. The name Mark itself, also a Capricorn for a lot of you in your chart or someone else's. But that energy is here. Restricted by Strickler. Something to do with around school and teaching. Strickler. Okay, around schools. Someone is around the school. Or it's to do with children and schooling. Like, it really is coming through as a Libra energy. Of like people that work for the government and stuff like this, and it's involving schools, children. I'm not picking up elderly people, I'm just picking up children, kids, children. Solicitors or soliciting children. That could be the news that comes out around kids, around protection of children. Because I am picking up that there is something political that's going on possibly in this reading around political stuff to do with kids, social workers, solicitors and lawyers. News that comes out possibly as a Pole or something, someone that's Polish or Poles, but I have gone over this for the last couple of months, of an election that could be coming up that is going to change the world. Some news is going to change the world as it stands today. Changing. The world is changing. I mean, it is because of the coronavirus, but the world is changing. Because I keep picking up the world is moving. Well, it is. So some of you could be physically thinking about like vacating or moving or a vacation, but because I keep picking up names that begin with V, okay, V, but I'm also picking up VD, so that's a disease. So, well, I mean, what is that? Vaginal dysfunction or something? Because I'm something to do with like the vagina or something. I mean, that's, you could be relating with a 4 that was around Scorpio energy. But yeah, that's a strange message. I'm not sure what that is. So let's see, what else have you got? But something about like physical having, like my hand is forced that I might have to move for like a better location for job, or a better location because of things that could be going on political that could change the world, and the property alley, I'm picking up alley, but the property values of things plummeting or some. basically it's to do with property value, and some of your hands, like you have moved or you're thinking of moving or something like this, and it's to do with the value of property, buying, selling, marketing. Some of your hands are going to be forced that you might have to move, or you have, and now that you have landed, that the value of a property is now going to be under advisement through what happens politically on the news. For a lot of you, love life, very confused. Very confused about love life at the moment. Well, channeled wise. Very confused. Can't decide. It is representing Libra. I mean, you know, I keep saying to everybody, you know, I'm not doing a reading where it's telling you about your actual life path number and the representation, meaning either 1 or 2 or like 11 and master number and what all those sort of things. This is pretty much channeling from a number, okay? So we base it down to a number 2. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just channeling and reading it, so but it's up to you guys. But let's see. So master number 11. Your tarot reading will probably be different, but me channeling those messages, they could be classed as the same kind of thing. Some sort of lower class, middle class, upper class is what they're saying. Like class act. Glass act. Glass? Something to do with glass? Glasses? Cassie. I'm also picking up Cassie. Or Casablanca. Well, not today, not tomorrow, but someday. Casablanca. Anyway, here's looking at you, sweetheart. But here's looking at you, sweetheart. Someone's looking at you as a sweetheart. But anyway, let's see. For master number 11. 4 of Wands. So you could well be dealing with a 4. Okay. There is something to do with like that you've just arrived at a house or a home here and you feel very content where you are. There's a lot of love and a lot of living. A lot of living space, a lot of living quarters. Some of you physically have just moved, and that you feel great about where you live here. If you're not, then this is representing where you are, that you want to move from where you are. But there's like I said, there's reefs and things in the back here, right, of people celebrating something like a housewarming party or like a leaving party, or something to do with that, like someone's just arrived back home, or. Because I definitely am picking up like something very celebratory. Some of you are celibate also, because I'm picking up sal or celibate. Like I've gone celibate and I'm single and I've just got me and my whatever. But I am picking up a vow of celibacy, something like that. Some of you don't want that kind of thing until you get married. Someone has here Taurus energy maybe, but something of like I don't want to do that kind of thing until I'm married. But that's not many. But there is an energy here of like where someone's blaming a certain thing, of like you're all the same. I'm going celibate. So all men are the same. Anyway, let's see. Asylum. I'm also picking up asylum seekers or silo, furlough. Again, something to do with furlough, like the government pulling back money or some good news for people, but it is to do with furlough and the payment system of anything that is political here. Because this would be something to celebrate. This is that other guy. This ain't Bush. I mean, not Bush. Wow, why do I always keep saying Bush? Trump. This is the other guy. Right? That's not Trump. That's the other guy that wins. So it's the other guy. Well, I don't know. I've barely seen anything, if I'm honest. I think something just came up on YouTube and I thought, who's this other guy? I don't know who that is. I mean, what do you reckon to him? It's not my country. But again, I think it's probably the other guy. Okay? I think it's the other guy. Guy Pearce, also. Some sort of director, like a movie director or a director of a company here. Like I direct my own company, I run my own company, I run my own business and its family. Because there's something here of like celebrating news. But they keep saying celibate. I do keep hearing celibate. Okay, but something something of like I am the director of a company and I run it myself. Like a family business. Let's see. Master number 11. So you got 5 of blades. Again, someone's very pointed direct with their company here. Someone does. This is hiring and firing, and this is pointing out a hell of a lot of things to people. This is a 5 of blades. Okay. But somewhat, this is the twin flame trigger. Someone's being, well, feels like they're being manipulated. I mean, if you're in a spiritual connection, you're not being manipulated. You know, you're only manipulated spiritually. You're not manipulated by an actual person unless they're physically in front of you. Okay. But this is a lot of mind games and triggers around the twin flame saga, also about an argument that could arise within the house and the home about buying and selling or physically moving. Because this is like, I feel very good, but now you're here, I feel shit. So it's someone that tries to make someone feel very bad at home. Like where you're at home and you feel great, there's someone here that plays mind games on somebody. This is dangerous games. This is also a chef and cooking as well, some of you, but that came out for another reading. But this is also, like I said, a twin flame trigger of narcissism, because this is someone that feeds people here. This is someone that feeds people. Okay, bullshit, lies, manipulation, but also feeding energy of, if you say live with a narcissist and their parents and things like that, they can literally put things in front of your eyes of temptation. It can be very direct in what they do and what they say, but as a mind game, it can be someone that puts things in front of your eyes of temptation. But you could be looking into health of some sort here. Because this is also taking a stand and saying, I don't care whether you believe me or not. I'm going to do things my way and that's it. So, what's the old saying of, if you can't handle the heat, then get out the kitchen, is what I'm hearing. If you can't handle the heat, then get out the kitchen. Some of you live at home and it is very crowded at home, like crowded house also. But take the weather with you. But crowded house, like the house is like there's too many people around, and you fight over utensils and things and stuff around the house, and it's very restrictive, and people that you try to avoid around the home. I mean, these could be children or whatnot, but again, very restrictive around this 4 of Wands, around this thought of moving or that you have moved. But now there's this like, well, now I'm going to have to stand up. If I've moved, I'm going to have to now support myself. If you don't want to live here, then get out. But if you do, you're going to have to support yourself. And this is where this seems to be coming through as a manipulation of someone that tells someone, look, if you live here, you've got to abide by every single rule that I have. Now, that's up to everybody else, but there can be manipulation here through kids and children, right? Which is like, if you ain't gonna tell me information and I can't use it against you, then I'm gonna threaten you that you're gonna have to leave and fend for yourself, okay? And then there can be this, but I don't want you to go. I can't live without you, but I can't stand the way you talk to me either. So you've got family karma there for sure, okay? I mean, I hope you're all right with me being direct here, but again, there is somebody that uses this as a tool, because this is what this person's all tooled up with here, right here. But tooled up with is information that they have on or over people, which is also to confuse them, which is like, if you want to live here, you abide by these rules. I don't want you to leave, and I know you feel happy here, but there's certain amount of rules and regulations and information that I need from you to tell me what you're doing in your relationship. So that's what I'm saying. These can be external people that are physically interfering into someone that is happy in a Four of Wands, which means that that can be children and people that are trying to do their own thing, be free, be happy, and then someone that likes to put in a lot of obstacles in the way of someone to stop them from thinking that they're free to do what they want, right? There can be prison here for a lot of you as well, like a sentence of jail. Okay, also Gale. But there is this energy of, for sure, of someone that is using this tactic of like, well, I want to know everything. You know, I want to know what's going on in your love life. I want to know why you're so happy, not including me in your life here. Right. Well, this is what the cards are saying. But I want to know why you're not like, you're happy and I'm not happy. Why is it that the settlement that you've got is great and the settlement that I've got is not great? So you've got this turnout as well of this like, well, we got a fucking great deal here and you lost. So some of you, this is a court appearance that you may have won or something, but as I see it through this deck is that these people here are very happy with what they have, like as a business, and has all the money and everything. It all goes to this Four of Wands to make this person feel as if they have literally everything. And these are also other people that are not so happy with the turnout of it all, which is like, well, what's the turn up this month? What's the turn up of the books here? Because this is either a physical turnip or it is a turnip, but you got to be from Britain to understand that. Because we can just look at someone and say, you turnip, right? Which just means that you're really mocking someone. But again, there's this feeling of like, you can't live with me and you can't live without me either that's going on at home as a mind game for some of you. There is this also this company of four that have everything that they want. They got good news, they got something to celebrate, they got their partner maybe, and this person here can't understand why the fuck it is that this Four of Wands has everything that the Five of Swords doesn't, right? Which is why it makes this trigger of twin flame very difficult for you guys. Because if you are on the ascension process and you have the spiritual connection, this is where you will go through much torment within your own mind of blaming others for having more than others. Okay, so you go through these phases of your year, okay, of who gets what throughout what years. Okay, that's the 1 in 10 years cycles. But there is this winning, losing, mind games, minefield, Dangerfield also, but we came out with that for another reading. Fife Dangerfield. She's always a woman to me. He sung a great song of that, but Billy Joel. But Fife Dangerfield sung a great song of that. Oh, she told herself she knows what she wants. She's ahead of her time. Oh. Justice, Libra. Let's see. So continue on for Master number 11, please, for November. Master number 11 for November, please. Show me Master number 11 for November. One card and one card only. Strength, Leo. Some of you are crippled by mind games here. Okay, because like I said, what I pick up through these cards is different. Is this like I'm loyal to a T, but there's someone in the way of this. There's Five of Swords here. Strength, Leo energy. But like I've like if you can't handle it, then get out the kitchen. Like, why is it that every time I try to talk to you, you walk off and you go into the kitchen? Or why is it that when I'm in the kitchen, you're in the kitchen? Like, why is it that when I come out my bedroom, or where I come out the living room, or wherever you live, you come out of a room, out of isolation, you're like, shit, bruv, I've got to duck and dive. And you go out into a part of the quarters of where you live, and this person then is in there, and you're like, oh man, why is it that everywhere I turn, you are? Right? But you've got this energy of like, you can't do this without me. Like, because this person here is physically in a wheelchair, right? So it feels like, well, I'm free and I can do what I want and I'm loyal. But this energy is what's telling me of like, you can't fend for yourself. You couldn't like, you know, you can't look after yourself. Like, you need someone to push you here is what I'm picking up. But like, you can't move forward without me because you're going to need me to help you, to help support you. I mean, I hope no one is actually physically in a wheelchair here. But like I'm saying, there's no one here to push this person. So this person there's someone in your energy that pushes you to the limits here. Because this is sky, the limit. Sky is the limit, or Ashley. But the sky is the limit. But you've drawn your limit. If you've moved, you're borderlining on your limit of what you've spent. If you have moved, then there's good news. But I'm picking up channeled wise that you could have broke the bank in a certain way, like you could have like drawn your limit, money financially, but some of you like you're coming up against limitation, Libyan, or limits. What's that? Something limits. Something limits. But they keep saying limit. Limiting, slimming, slim shady. Anyway, I feel that some of you though, there is somebody around you that tries to restrict you from moving forward when you know that you have the courage, you know that you have strength to do it, but someone tries to stop you by pointing out mistakes that you make to make you feel that you can't move forward without this person, that you can't do things independently without. I mean, you don't have to live with this person, but these could be external people in your environment that make you feel or physically talk to you in a certain way that make you feel that you can't do this on your own. What do you think that you're doing? You would never be able to move forward without me. You need my money, you need financial support and aid, and that you're not going to be able to do this without me. That's what seems to be here. Master number 11 for November. Master number 11 for November. You have to excuse me though, it is very early. It's like 7:30 a.m. in the morning. But I've got to get started at some point. The first reading is always a little bit, it's a warm up. Some of you are warming up. You're warming up to someone. Winter warmers. Master number 11, please, for November. Master number 11 for November. Okay, there is. This actually came out through the pre-shuffle. The King of Blades. There is some sort of like court decision that a lot of you really are facing here. Okay, this is also buying and selling, like an auction, like auctioning things off, like going to the highest bidder. Some of you do work for like the council, and you have to put a bid in for a company, and you have to go and see the high courts or the council to say, okay, we've got this to offer for you, and if you want it, you can have it, but you're going to have to put in an offer. So some of you did move, but you've still attached to your own property, which would mean your old property, and this is kind of like if you want it, you're going to have to put in an offer. So if you have moved, you still attached to your old property, you might be selling it, but it didn't sell, and you took this move feeling that, well, you're going to have courage and strength to be able to physically do that, but you have, and you're now waiting for the final sell of this property here. Some of you could own, like I said, 1, 2 or 3 properties, and you're in the property market. Okay, and you buy and sell property. It's either yours or other people's. Because I'm picking up like auctioning things off of a house or an old house, or selling a lot of things. Some of you, though, this is work, right? And this is like you have to go to the High Court or the council to pick up a contract here to see these people to say, you know, if you want it, you're going to have to put in a bid for it and physically have the rights, if you like, work for children and all that kind of thing. You work for the council. You pretty much have to go to the council. They hold all of the contracts that is legally bound by working for kids and for elderly people and stuff. Disadvantaged children that could be physically, like you work for children that have disabilities. This can be disability allowance also. So for kids that are disabled children, but this can also be a disability allowance. So this would be furlough and things come from the government, and this is also like a disability allowance, so like an old age pensioners, like pension scheme, and drawing your pension here, drawing your pension. But also a lot of this is like you might have quite a bit of money in order to be able to do what you want here for a lot of you. Because you own your company and you own the business here. You own the business and you own the company and it's yours here. And that you're financially free and able to do what you want. Because this move here took some courage in order to be able to leave this 5 of blades behind. If you are physically moved. Because where you were here in this 4 of wands, house, home, business, it took a lot of battling. Like that could be a divorce settlement, and it took a court battle in order to be able to settle the energy down of like, okay, that's yours, this is mine, we're now divorced, we're just waiting for the final paperwork, or we physically have. But there could be a few final details that has to go to through the system of the court here. Okay, now, so you got that. Social workers, contracts, that kind of thing, moved or moving, finalising your energy of written work, paperwork, that kind of stuff. Sign on the dotted line if you want it. If you do, there you go, sign for it, it's yours. Okay, that can either be clients, people, or government. You've also got now love life energies of twin flame, which is where someone is psychically tormented, which you are. You are. Okay. Tormented. Because you will have so much blame of wondering why. Because you're ascending, you know, I'll be brutally honest. If y'all think that one twin flame is all you have, you're very much mistaken. If you're on a spiritual ascension journey and you think, well, I can't wait for this ride to be over, just wait until you meet the next one. You know, it's true. You know, when you ascend, your ascension process in, oh, well, I've had an awakening today and my headaches are now gone and now I can see clearly now. Fuck no, bruv. You know, welcome to the land of taking the red pill or the blue pill. You've been watching tarot for God knows how long. You've been meditating for God knows how long. You're on an ascension process till you die. So, you know, you see things differently than others. So, you know, that's what a lot of people probably don't tell you. It's like, no, listen, you want to open your third eye. How difficult is it now? But, well, how difficult is it on the land to being a masculine? If you're a feminine energy and your love and your feelings are being trampled over by people, then you know, you become more of a masculine to block everybody out. And then when you are, you get the blame off feminine energies. I can't understand why you can't let you into your karma. It's because I've learned. That's why I don't trust people easily. So, you know, then you get other people that can't understand why you have a different belief than what they do. It's because you're ascended here and other people don't. And they're down here and they don't have the same belief. And then these people down here can feed you a complete load of bullshit, but to them it's real and true because that's where they are here. So they'll have a belief, they'll have a system, they'll tell you, could be false information, but to them it's real. Not saying they're in the wrong, But they can give you a load of false information here, okay, because they haven't seen it and witnessed it of people that can also be here and give you the truth. So you're always going to be confused by who to seek out for certain things in order to get the truth from, right? And it really boils down to also experience, you know, experience. Because believe you me, and I'm not kidding, I've had people contacted me for private readings and said that they've had other readers or something telling them something, and I'm like, fuck no, that's definitely not how I see it. No wonder it ain't been happening for you, because they've given you false or fake information, or something that they didn't even know themselves, or they didn't see, because they hadn't witnessed it and experienced it to be able to give that over as info. You know, so a lot of people are like, well, I've been waiting for like ages, and or someone told me that this was going to happen, but it never did. No, you know, just different stuff. But again, you know, each to their own of whatever that is. But generally, you know, you've got this minefield of confusion of contracts here being bound. If you're in the Four of Wands energy of twin flame stuff, there's a lot of psychic ability, of fixed energy, of trying to move forward, but you've got a lot of strong characters, I've got to admit, for a start. Because you've got strength from the King of Blades. You've got fixed energies. So anyway, we're going to go on the rest of your reading and see what the turn-up is. Master number 11. This goes over to Tier 2. So if you are on a part of Tier 2, you've been wanting me to put out Master number 11. I hope that you join Tier 2. But if you don't, we'll have to see how we go for the rest. But again, what we do is that we do a full spread of these, we clarify them, and then we clear the whole deck away, and then we look into how your partner thinks and feels, but generally what's going on in their life. And then you can represent that to your reading, and also your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, where it's done within the 1st to 15th, 15th to the 31st. You get that same reading, it's there, and then you get the thoughts and feelings in your partner. And then you can look at your life path, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, master number 22 and 33. Add the numbers up yourself, look at the thoughts and feelings in your partner, put all the dots together, and then you can hopefully, I can help you figure it out. That's the whole point of Patreon on Tier 2, that you can watch all of those for as long as you like, and then comparison the partner and you, right? So, there you go. But that is only over on Tier 2, which is this. Also, your 1st to the 15th is there also. And then we do the rest of the month as it comes towards that date. If you want a personal reading, anything like that, you can reach out from the link below. Also, Angel Radio Music is also being sold over there, but I don't think that you can actually join two different things. I think you can only really join one thing. But I'm going to have to ask people if that is true, because I really don't know. Because I think you can only join one tier at a time. And I think if you join the Angel Radio, it kicks you off the Tier 2 if you're on it. But anyway, it's the all-in bundle, Secret 7 bundle. What else have we got, guys? Yeah, so stay tuned. Make sure you hit the bell and the like. I've got other things that are coming up channeled-wise for different things that I want to implement throughout the month. But we'll try and get around to that. If you want to leave any kind of donation in GoFundMe for the new PC, I really would appreciate that too. But anything that you guys do is a very big help. And if you've just found the channel, make sure that you check out the star sign and the not the tarot reading stuff as well. Okay? All right, guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.